And here we are again with trimester 2. Um, if you haven't seen my first trimester video, check it out. But once again, this is the pregnancy event. So we'll just get started. This is the second trimester. So with the first trimester, my Sims was just basically getting to know a little bit more about her pregnancy. And this isn't her house, which I thought it was her house, but I came here. You know how when you have so many houses that you forget which house has a phone and which house is a certain Sims, especially if two of them look the same. You're not really sure, like, which house to choose. Anyway, I went to the wrong one and I thought this house belonged to the Sim that was pregnant, but it was actually another Sim who looked just like her that I designed to look just like her. For those of you who don't know where I got the hairstyle and the outfits, they're all from previous quests. So if you just dig through my videos, you'll see all the old quests that there were. And, you know, the ones labeled hairstyles or fashion, I guess. So I'm just going through the daily goals. I was saying in my last video that the daily goals is different from what I remember it being because now it's a drop down. So then you get to choose whichever goals you want to do, and it doesn't have to be in a specific order. So you can just do, you know, if you're at the couch already. Oh, and another thing that you can, another way that you could get goals done quickly is if you're already at the couch, you can just click on it, and whichever goal you need to complete for the pregnancy event will show up with a baby bump next to it. So you just do all the events that have the baby bump next to it, and then that way you'll get all the goals done. And then you can move on to like the phone and then do all the goals that have the baby bump next to it, all the actions. And then when you go to another sim, you could do all the actions that have a baby bump next to it also. That way you'll save time and you don't have to scroll back through the list of goals because you just click on, you know, all the ones that have the baby icon next to it, the pregnancy icon next to it, and then it'll be done. But they're pretty quick to complete if you save up on lifestyle points. I know a lot of us we will complete our action. Well, we'll complete our daily tasks, and in order to save like simoleons and lifestyle points, so that whenever the next quests come, we can just do it really quickly. So that's that. And so the difference between this trimester and the last trimester I noticed is that with the second trimester, you see a little bit of the baby bump and you see her start to have trouble kind of walk with a waddle. Um, you know how like you have a weight toward the front of your body, so you have a hard time walking. So she has a little bit of that. And then in trimester 3, it gets even bigger. So that's the cool thing. So I wonder after this quest if all every time if a sim would have to get pregnant before they have a baby, because you know how before you could just make a baby after being romantic and getting married and stuff. So, but I wonder if now it would make you go through a pregnancy before you are able to uh, have like an infant or toddler in the game. So we'll see. Anyway, this is one of the houses that I created on my own. And I really like the color purple, so I wanted one of my Sims to have purple hair. So I did that. And yeah, this is one of the few houses that I have remaining from when I was making houses, because I used to create a lot of like random houses. I also did like a Daria house and a Jane house, which the my pregnant sim right now is based off Jane Lane, which is one of the characters from Daria. So that's what this is from. So that's that. And let's see. So this is where I made the mistake of thinking that this was my house because one of the tasks is to I think change the color of the nursery, or no, this was to add a nightlight. So I think that worked. I don't know why that works. See, this isn't my house. This isn't the house that the sim who's pregnant lives at. And when I changed the floor and the walls of this house, it didn't let me complete the task. But then when I added the nightlight to this house, it did. So I guess maybe the game allows certain things to be done more loosely, and then the other tasks have to be complete more thoroughly and more strict. So this one, for example, adding the nightlight, I was able to complete that task, I think. But this is the part I think where I have to change like the floor color, and it didn't let me. But what do you guys think of this quest? Do you think this is a cool one to have, or I mean, it pretty much went through The Sims FreePlay has been through all the stages of life. Like there's constantly toddler updates coming out, and then um, having elderly people, that was something that came out a while ago but didn't used to be out, so it's kind of cool. They update it every now and then with like cool features. So what have you guys been up to this summer? Because I haven't been doing much. I've just been working, but I did want to go to the beach more often, and I'm sure there's a lot of water parks that were really busy out there. There's a couple movies that came out this summer that have been really good, and shows too. I don't know if you guys watch Stranger Things. I'm excited for that to come back possibly during the fall. I think they're coming back in October, which makes sense. It kind of relates to Halloween. But whoa, I think my video is acting all strange here. But I've noticed that completing all the goals that require the doctor and the yoga instructor all cost so much. Like each, well, maybe because I'm at a higher level, but it's like 300,000 simoleons to have a doctor checkup. But that's might be because I'm at a high level in the game. If it's different for you guys, I'm curious to know. You know what? Maybe my game was not glitchy after all, because I started I stopped the recording because I'm doing a voiceover right now. This is after I finish my game. I do a voiceover, and I paused my voiceover and I watched the whole thing, and it was able to actually play pretty well. So let me know if you guys have seen any good movies or shows, or what you guys have been doing this summer. If you guys have gone to like a park, like a water park, or the beach, or camping. If you guys haven't seen my camping video, you guys should watch it. There's a wildlife area, like a wilderness area that came out a while ago too in The Sims Free Play, and that area was cool. You get to canoe and camp and set up tent. But that was around the same time that I remember the beach update came out too. There was no beach, and then the Mystery Island came out around the same time. Now they have downtown, which is cool. Probably because they know a lot of their viewers live in the city. But yeah, it's pretty cool all the updates there have been. I might have missed out on some of the updates. Like the last one I did was, I think I missed out on some toddler outfit thing, but one of the updates recently was on having a closet and like the racks for the shoes. So related to fashion, I guess. That was the last update I did. So I'm about to move on to trimester 3 really soon, but this is trimester 2, and I think each one is a total of like 3 task events, but you can go through them quicker if you have lifestyle points, so you can fast forward and finish, all the tasks and even move on to the next daily task. Like they'll have stuff in between that says, like a message that says that your sim is tired, so you can't finish. Unless if you have the lifestyle points, you can go on ahead and finish it and move on to the next set of goals. But this is I'm just finishing. This is where I realized, the last house was the wrong one, and I went to my actual house, and then now all of it is complete, and I'm moving on to trimester 3, and I will see you guys there.